Good morning, class. Hello, it's me, Teacher Landy, and today I will be teaching you a new mathematics topic. Our topic for today is about the measures of variability and group data. In this topic, we are expected to understand and identify the different measures of variability, solve problems involving measures of variability and group data. What is a measures of variability of ungroup data? It is the measures of the average distance of each observation from the center of the distribution. So in calculating these measures of variability of ungroup data, we will need to follow the following components. We have the first component, we have the range. Range is one of the easiest and the simplest to calculate. We have the range. The range is just simply the difference between the largest and the smallest values in the data set. We have the formula of our range. Range is equal to highest values minus lowest value. We have this example. Find the range of the scores of the girls and boys in what quiz? We have find first the highest score for the girls and the highest score for the boys. We have the highest score 29 and our lowest score is 20. So in finding the range of the girls, we will just simply subtract our highest score to our lowest score, which gives us the 29 minus 20 is equal to 9. So next is we will find first the range for our boys. We have our highest score and our lowest score is 20. So in calculating the range, we will have boys, range for boys is equal to 28 minus 20. We have the range for boys is equal to 8. So understand, class? Okay, very good. As you can see, they are the same. Then our solution is correct. We have next our another components of the measures of variability of ungroup data is the average deviation. The average deviation is the dispersion of the set of the data about the average of the data. To compute this average deviation of an ungroup data, we use this formula. D of x is equal to the quantity and the absolute value rather x of 1 minus mean plus x of 2 minus mean. So take note that the absolute value is just all of the result is positive and no negative. So we have this example. Find the average deviation of the following data. You have the data 19, 12, 14, 17, and 18. So we have this step 1 is we will just simply calculate the mean of the data. So in calculating the mean of the data, we need to follow this formula. This is our formula. We have the summation. The mean is equal to the summation of x divided by n. So in this formula, we will just simply add all the data values and divide it as if how many they are. We have 19 plus 12 plus 14 plus 17 plus 18 is equal to 80 divided by 5. Since they are 5 numbers, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gives us to the mean of 16. Our step 2 is we will already calculate our average deviation since we already find our mean. So in calculating our average deviation, we have 2 ways. The first way is table. So when we use table, we will have 2 columns. We have x is our values, and we have x minus mean is we will just simply subtract our values of x in our mean that we computed earlier, which is 16. Take note again that absolute value here is only a positive result. There's no negative no matter if this here is lower than result 10. So we have 19 minus 16 is equal to 3. 12 minus 16 is equal to 4. 14 minus 16 is 2. 17 minus 16 is 1. And 18 minus 16 is equal to, which gives us to 12 divide, it's equal to, um, it's equal to 12 divided by 5 is equal to 2.4. Our second way of computing the average deviation is we will just simply use our formula. Our formula, as I've said earlier, is d of x is equal to x sub 1 minus mean plus x sub 2 minus mean, and so on, if how many values we have. So we have our x sub 1, 19, and our mean is 16, as we computed earlier. And 12 minus 16, 14, and so on. So we have the result for our 19 minus 16 is equal to 3, 12 minus 16 is equal to 4, 14 minus 16 is equal to 2, and 17 minus 16 is 1, and 18 minus 16 is 2. So after we calculated this one, we will just simply add all these values. We have 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 12 divided by 5 is equal to 2.4. So the last component of this measures of variability of ungroup data is the variance and standard deviation. These are the other two measures of the variability that we will consider that is more elaborate, and it depends on the data set if it is a larger population or if it is in the whole population. So variance is the average of the square deviation of the mean. And the standard deviation is just the square root of the variance. We have two types of variance and standard deviation. We have the sample variance and sample standard deviation, population variance and population standard deviation. We have first our sample variance and our sample standard deviation. So the sample variance of a set of n sample is the variance defined by the formula. Sample variance is equal to the summation of our x minus x mean squared divided by n minus 1. And the standard deviation of the set is just only the square root of this variance, square root of this. And our population variance is numbers of population variance defined by the formula. The population variance is equal to the summation of x minus mean squared divided by n. And the population standard deviation is just simply the square root of this. So as you can see, the only difference of our sample variance and population variance is that our sample variance have a -1, and while our population variance is just simply n. So we have our example. Compute the sample variance and sample standard deviation and population variance and population standard deviation in the data set below. This one is our data set that we have solved earlier for our average deviation and for our mean. So we'll just continue those. So first is we will have our sample variance. So our sample variance is just simply the summation of our x minus mean. X minus mean, we have our the result of our average deviation is 12. And in our and then in our sample variances, we will use those results and we will square it. We have first for us not to be we have x minus mean is um is equal to 12. Oh, sorry for that. 12. Wow. Okay, let's see. So in sample variance, we'll use our this result. So in sample variance here we have 12. We already have 12 here. We will just simply square it, which gives us to 12 squared is equal to 144, and 5 minus 1, based on our formula, we have 5 data values. We will just subtract it to 1, which gives us to 144 divided by 4 is equal to 36. And the sample standard deviation is just only the square root of this result. We have the square root of the result of 36, and the square root of 36 is equal to 6, which gives us to our sample standard deviation. Our population variance is only the, is also the we will use also our what you call that, our list from the result of our x minus x mean rather, which gives us to 12. Then we have population variance is equal to 12 squared divided by 5, because the formula is only the number of how many numbers of the data set, which gives us to 5. So we have 144 divided by 5 is equal to 28.8. And our population standard deviation is just simply the square root of 28.8 is equal to 5.36. So here our population standard deviation. So class, I will give you a assignment for you to practice. I want you to solve for range, average deviation, population variance, sample variance, and standard, and the population standard deviation and the sample standard deviation. I want you to write it in a piece of paper for you to understand deeply our topic. So that would be all, class. Thank you for listening and for your time. God bless.